gonna make you talk. Make sure you talk non-stop. Say what you want, don't stop.
Whenever I got a good question, right, suddenly it just disappears from my brain.
Yeah,
It's like
I get it.
2, 1. Alright.
Bodoh lah ni.
So, Jonas, one of your...
Did you just say Jonas? What, Jonas?
And welcome to another episode of Kopi
Kopi
Talk! With our guest today, Axel Jonas!
Thanks for having me.
So, bro, can you give some introduction to the people out there that perhaps do not know you as well?
What's up, guys? My name is Axel Jonas. I do music. Check me out on Instagram if you want to find out more. To be honest, I'm not gonna tell you right now. Go and check my stuff out.
Man of mystery right here.
Yeah.
Skills. So, anyways, brother, being part of Mass Music, we had IYB Midnight last week, and how's the podcast, bro? Did you listen?
I felt like it was hilarious, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, I like how you guys edited the memes and stuff, and Ming's fucking meme can I curse in this?
Can, of course.
Oh my god.
No censorship here, bro.
Yeah.
Ming's meme you can't handle the truth. That was really good. Good job.
Thank you so much, bro. The inspiration just came at the right moment, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So of course, in this podcast, I want to have a vision basically for getting artists in Malaysia to basically open up a bit more about themselves, in the sense that we want to know a bit about your background, because we want to know what goes behind your song, what is the inspiration, what is the meaning behind your the lyrics, and how the story all came about. So, bro, I need to ask you. So, how do you got your start in music?
How did I start music?
Yeah.
Okay, so I felt like music has always been part of my life ever since I was a kid. My mom sent me for piano classes actually when I was 4 years old. And I used to hate piano classes, to be honest, because my piano classes were on Friday nights.
Oh.
And on Friday nights is when Cartoon Network, if I'm not mistaken, Cartoon Network plays movies, okay? So they have I don't know, the Ben 10 movies or whatever. And at that time it was late, okay? So I remember I never got to watch those movies because I had piano classes.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
Goddamn childhood gone. Sad.
It's like a common theme between artists, because I
don't think it's just about artists. It's about Asians.
Asians. They
I don't know what our mothers and dads go through in their life, and they're like, "Fuck you! You better do no fucking music for life, but you gonna learn piano." What the fuck?
Yeah, no. Yeah, so how did you develop from piano to being the amazing artist you are right now?
Okay, so what, back to what I was saying. After going for piano classes and missing my movies, my mom always told me that one day you're gonna thank me for sending for piano classes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, cool. So I grew up, and then I always enjoyed music, and I always played it in school. I had a band in school. We call ourselves Divine Intervention. So we took part in a few competitions, inter-school competitions.
Yeah.
Went pretty well. And then after high school, I already knew when I was 16.
16.
That I was gonna do music, and I already told my parents, and my parents were really supportive, to be honest. Yeah, they told me okay, if you wanna go study music, go and find out what is there. What do you need to find out, and how much are the fees, and what classes, and what you're gonna work as after, all that kind of stuff. So I had to do my research. I kind of had to prove it to them too.
It's like a schedule already, right?
Yeah, you could say it's a schedule, but it's more of they wanted to see that I'm serious about it, I guess.
Damn, his mom was a manager.
So
not
kind of I guess, let me get it straight. So when you went after your Form 5, you went and studied music?
Yeah, so I studied music in college.
Alright, so that's interesting. How's the classes I'm curious, because I never went through that. I think Brandon went for a music diploma, I think so.
Nah, I didn't went for music diploma. It's like a KDU thing where they come up with just entertainment arts. Okay. It's a new course, so we're I wouldn't say we're guinea pigs, but it seems like we are. It's like they are using us as like testing for that course whether it works.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I think part of it works.
And what course was that exactly?
It's just like everything that you need to know about like entertainment. Like they teach you how to like manage people at the same time. But that time they teach more about theater, so it's like more like acting.
Okay, so you have like acting, dancing, singing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
interesting.
how was like your classes?
So, I went to this college called ICOM. Shout out to ICOM.
Oh.
Some really dope musicians from there.
Mm.
So classes were like, we had different types of classes based on music. So for example, you have your performance classes, and you would have your theory classes, and you have your music business classes, music history classes. Like those would be examples. But you also had to pick an instrument of your choice to be your like main instrument. So everyone had to like pick. So you know like MMORPGs, you have to
Yeah.
Oh
pick
yeah.
a class. So you want to be a archer or a swordsman. So like in Icon, like you want to be a guitarist, a pianist and stuff.
So what were you, man?
I picked the guitar.
Oh, guitar.
I picked the guitar because
Ladies, man.
I wanted to be a rock star at that time.
Rock star.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that coming.
So like,
Rock
so you
star.
were really into rock. Like, do you listen to metal?
Yes, I actually played metal. So after ICOM or during ICOM, I had this other band we call ourselves Mirror.
Mirror.
Sounds
Mirror.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds so mystery like.
Mysterious. Man.
We played like post-hardcore, screamo.
Screamo.
Yeah.
So do you sing screamo?
I didn't sing screamo. I sang the clean vocals, and I played the guitar, obviously. Yeah.
Man, doesn't that like hurt your throat when you have to scream?
There's a technique to it, to be honest. So like for people who do the screaming, like it doesn't hurt them.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like
It's a vocal
growling.
technique.
Vocal
Yeah.
technique.
Yeah.
Is it difficult to get a grasp of, or?
I don't know, man.
I think it's
how
big.
about, okay, how about you give us your best shot?
Oh my god!
Of, like,
Really?
screamo.
Okay, like just straight up, just scream.
Yeah, just straight up scream.
Ah!
I can't believe I actually got him to do that.
I mean, like, you asked me to try, so I have to, right?
True.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, man.
Yeah.
But that was fun too.
Yeah, screamo. Yeah, that's kind of hard though.
Yeah,
Actually,
man.
technique. Yeah, I need to learn.
So they got vocal coaches for this, like, I guess.
Of course.
So like, you know, how that transcended, like, what after that university, like, do you feel like that course was worth it to learn that, go through the music course, or?
I wouldn't. Okay, it's hard to say if it's worth it or not. Okay, because you can also be in the music industry today without going to music college. But I would say the thing that I got out of music college the most was the experience, like the feel, how it feels like to be in a music college, studying music as your day to day. You know, so you live, you breathe music. I feel that was what was more valuable for me to take home than the courses actually learned. Because nowadays, to be honest, you can go on YouTube and you can learn anything.
Yes, very true.
And if you actually have the, I wouldn't say the time, but just the effort, you know, to put in.
Yes, effort.
To equip a new skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, I learned all this through YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. See?
Yeah, so it's like, it's cool.
You know, YouTube is the new university.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, I find it very interesting because like a lot of people, the majority of the people out there, when they take a college course, it's usually not their passion. But unlike you chose, you know, to study something that's your passion. I mean, I think so. Do you feel like in some sense very satisfied per se, since like this is in line with your goals?
Yeah, I would say it was satisfying. It was something I wanted at that time, and I achieved it and I finished it. So yeah, it's definitely something I would tap my back for. Like, you went through music school. Good job.
Good
Yeah,
job, good
bro.
job.
Really
indeed.
good job, bro.
Yeah,
Because it's
man.
like hard. You need to go through like, it's not like people do making music like for hobby. It's more like, you know, it's like, man, it's a career. I need to like build it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and you know, your parents were really supportive, but you know, the next topic which I want to discuss is, you know, adversities that you face. You know, like, do you face any adversities, you know, trying to climb up the ladder per se of, you know, the music industry?
So some of the adversities or obstacles, I would say is getting people to like listen to your stuff.
True.
Because I feel like there are so many talented musicians out there, and everyone is releasing, like they're constantly putting out stuff. So, like, how do you want to stand out? I feel like that was one of the challenges that I face or I am facing at the moment. Yeah.
Like challenges.
Yeah, and besides that, another challenge I would say is just trying to do music and get money, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you could do music, but you still need like cash to survive. So it's hard to like cash out on music. It's not
True.
as fluid.
So like that brings it to another topic, which is as a lot of people, they want to do music or anything per se. The main concern is especially when you face your parents is are you going to make a living from this? How do you earn income from this? So like these days, how do you sustain yourself to do music?
So music's not the only thing I do. Like I have like a few other side hustles that I have that pays the bills.
Okay.
That helps me with like day to day.
It's a must. So, throughout your like musical journey, like going through like ICOM and all this knowledge you learn, like what jumpstart your like musical like career?
What jumpstarted my musical career? I think is meeting the Mass Music Boys.
Oh,
So
okay.
I felt like when I met them, like we started to take it like really seriously, and we actually started putting stuff out. They've already been putting stuff out, but I've always had a problem with like sharing my music. I always felt like it wasn't the right time.
I get
So
you.
working with other people also like just broadens your creative horizon, Yeah. So shout out to the boys from Mass Music.
Hey, shout out.
You guys day one.
So like, what's the story? Like, how did you meet the Mass Music Boys? How do you manage to collaborate with them? What's the story?
Yeah. I think a lot of people want to know
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the start.
Yeah, the start.
So where should I start? All the way at the start.
Yeah, all the way to the start. We got time, man. It's a podcast.
So I used to be with a different label
Oh,
for
really?
Mass Music, yeah.
Okay. That's new.
And I was DJing at that time. I wasn't singing yet. So I was DJing and making beats. And something happened in the label, and we had a fallout.
Okay.
Okay. So after the fallout, it kind of took a dent in my confidence.
Oh.
Yeah, in terms of music. So I never really like release stuff or like write. I was always making beats, but people always told me that I should sing on my own beats. Some advice that I took, but it took a while for me to get it. And Mass Music has always been like friends of mine, even since during the label time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I knew of the boys knew who we were. They were putting stuff out, so we were like checking them out once in a while, hit each other up.
I see. Cool.
Yeah, so in that process they like invited me over to the studio that they just opened up. So
Oh,
that
just
is where Mass Music Studios is. If you ever wanna get a recording stand, produce a beat,
Of course.
and
Of
you
course.
guys know where to go.
Yeah,
Mass
and
Music Studios, Block C,
Yeah.
Planet Square.
And of course, you get to meet the one and only Dr. Mingling.
Dr. Ming, yeah, Dr. Ming in
Doctor.
the house.
Now, speaking about Mass Music, there's this thing that I really appreciate about them is the uniqueness that they bring to the Malaysian music scene. As Midnight once mentioned, he said his bad way of phrasing things that he finds are dope, which is they're just sex. So when you hear Mass Music songs, straight up sex, bro.
Yes.
Okay.
Man. I really agree about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the flow, man. It's so sexy.
Yeah, and there's nothing like this that I feel like, at least for Malaysian English songs, no one's doing it. That's what I appreciate about you guys.
I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
You're setting a basically I think so it's a bit taboo per se because we're more like an Asian community, and we don't really have like a broad topic to, or a lot of people speaking about sex basically, or
Yes.
having that sort of genre per se, and did you guys, when you started making these songs, were you worried that you will not have perhaps people that are against it, people that perhaps maybe you don't find it appealing to them, or you're just like, you know what, this is me, I'm just gonna do it?
Right, so I feel like it's more of like we're doing it for ourselves, and like these songs are like a form of expression, and if you vibe with it, then you vibe with it. If you don't vibe with it, then it's cool. Like,
Freedom.
Freedom. Right?
everyone has their own opinion.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
very true.
But we're not trying to say anything bad about anyone or like degrade anybody.
Yes.
But if you're open-minded and you can take it, you take it.
Yeah, correct. Like Hitomi, definitely. That's sex song.
Yeah, man.
I love your lines in Hitomi, and the Midnight's one too, of course. Like it's just man, the flow is just so smooth, man.
Yeah.
How it
Okay.
wriggles into your ears and stuff. Oh,
But like speaking of Hitomi is like it's a love song.
Love song.
It's a love song, yeah. So like the sexualness of it comes from a place of love. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's how you connect deeper.
Yes.
With someone.
Yeah, true love.
True love.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've listened to, you know, the latest song, which is a photograph you guys put out, and also there's one more with Ice Sky, Nobody Gotta Know, you know. So like, is there any more upcoming songs that, you know, you guys are gonna post out real soon?
We have a few collabs coming out. I don't know if I should mention any names, but some of our homeboys, maybe like some of the K-Kick boys, Lil J,
Oh, Lil J.
Zamira.
Oh,
Oh,
Samira.
shit.
Whoa.
We've got a few tracks.
Yeah.
Queen.
So we can expect them within the next 3 to 4 months?
Definitely. I think you can expect at least a song a month from us. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
really
that's
cool.
great. You know, we always can have more mass music songs in our playlist. Recently, I've spoken to, you know, Midnight before, and of course before when the podcast started. In terms of Malaysian music, you know, the reason why we started Best Playlist Malaysia is because, you know, all these songs which we recommend for the show, they just make you go like, wow, this is Malaysian, you know. And 5 years back, the only person that I feel like, you know, English songs at least, you know. Oh, it's Sonar One, you know, Firefly. Now when I heard it on the radios and I check it out, oh, it's actually Malaysian, dude, you know. And 5 years in the future right now, we have so many amazing artists putting out so many dope songs out there right now. You know, so like, what do you think, you know, has made it so within what's the change within these 5 years?
I think it's definitely the internet.
Yes, man. Internet.
I feel like it's so powerful now, like with all these like platforms, that it's so much easier for you to like, from uploading your music to distributing it to sharing it and just to connect with like people not just in your country but like around the world. So I feel like that definitely helped grow the music industry. Yeah. And
True.
of course it's the amazing talent from our country, like everyone is like putting stuff out. Yeah.
Malaysian music, in terms of viewership, okay, like, do you think that you need to do songs in Malay to get those views? That's the question I want to ask. Okay. 3, 2, 1. So in terms of hitting numbers, I noticed that a lot of the songs in Malaysia that hit like the millions, they usually are Malay songs. Do you think that, you know, is it possible for English songs in Malaysia to hit those millions?
I think it's definitely possible, but why Malay songs hit more numbers in Malaysia is because of the majority.
True.
And the Malay language is, you know, the national language of the country. So I would say like 99% of people in Malaysia speak Malay.
True.
Whether you're Malay or not, doesn't matter your race,
Correct.
but like you
Yes.
speak the language. So when you hear it, like, you know, you get it. But
Yeah.
for an English song, I don't think like the market is big enough here.
True.
It's hard for me to give my opinion because like this is something that I'm still trying to learn too, to be honest. But I feel like if you wanna have an English song, maybe you can like hit a bigger market, like maybe Southeast Asia, where like I don't know, English songs circulate more.
True. You know, but no, the reason why I asked it also because like I did discuss with Midnight the last podcast was Thailand or Indonesia. We noticed this is just because of the sheer volume of people that are in the country. That's why they can hit the hundreds of millions of views. But right now, that's something I think so that artists in Malaysia, you know, probably would have to overcome. Like, how do we get more? Let's say not even like even the States. Let's say Southeast Asia. How do we get more viewership? I know this is like a discussion. You know, what do you think? How do you think we can overcome?
I think a very good way to speed up the process is by doing more collaborations.
Collaboration.
I feel like artists from different regions
That's
should
very true.
collab more, and because that's how you, in a sense, bring your fan base together.
Like gain it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
So like, have you collaborated with anyone from overseas before?
I'm about to.
About to. Okay.
About to.
Let's save it for another episode then.
So, I mean myself, I made music too, and
Yeah.
like
Dope
I
stuff,
noticed
bro.
like thanks man.
Yeah.
I mean like you can see like so many like different like artists. They have their own ways of like writing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's more on the lyrical thing. Like, what do you normally get inspiration from? Yeah, I would like to know. I mean, for the artists out there, you know, if you guys are like seeking for like inspirations, maybe this might help you.
I feel like I'm more of a situation writer or a scenario writer. Like in my head, like what goes on, I put myself in like a scenario, so I like kind of paint a surrounding in my head, and I write about what I see around me. But the beauty of it is that in my head I can be whoever I want to be.
I mean, that's the magical part lah.
Yeah.
Because not everyone can do that, right?
Right.
They put themselves in different situations and then come up with the lyrics that is like similar to the song.
Yeah, but there are challenges though. But so one of the challenges I face would be like putting myself in a situation where I can't like really relate to or can't really feel. So
Yeah, I think everyone had.
Yeah, I feel like that's my writer's block kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah.
And I noticed the other day, because Midnight was here to record with Brandon, a song that's upcoming. We're gonna, of course, keep that a quiet one for right now until it comes out. But I find it very interesting the way, like, dude, the guy is a walking dictionary. The way that he comes up with lyrics, what the hell, man?
It's just like, do you guys write the same way, or it's just like him being there and like just come out with the.
Bro, Midnight is my writing partner.
Oh,
Like,
dope as hell.
he's right here, by the way.
he's right on the side. Midnight, you want to come inside and say hi?
Yo, come in, bro.
Come.
Just say hi real quick.
Don't look kids drugs.
Oh shit.
That famous rhyme.
Famous line. Of course, the one only Guruji.
But bro, speaking about Midnight and like his writing style, like dude, Midnight can freestyle anything.
Yeah.
He can
Oh,
freestyle
yeah.
anything. Like
Legit.
sometimes for my own entertainment, I'll just ask Midnight, just freestyle. And he just freestyle. Like, he'll just go.
Who?
What a brother, man.
Yeah.
I want to hear rhymes.
It's like another godlike writer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Like, I mean, I'm not an artist, but the way that I see, you guys work, to me, it's just like mesmerizing. Like, how do you just come up with such great, amazing lines and music? It's just like something that I of course, because I'm not doing it, and maybe because of why I don't understand. But is it really difficult sometimes? Like, let's discuss like writer's block.
Okay.
Now, how do you get over writer's block?
I think for me, it's definitely like a change of scenery. I think that helps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So do you like maybe go and drive out to see the sunset, or maybe go hike in the forest? Like change of scenery. You say like, what's your method?
So maybe like it could be like what you said, driving. I think driving helps me. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
because
driving
when you drive, like your scenery constantly changes. So I do happen to have written a few songs that are already out now from driving.
Okay, you can tell them, of course, or Spotify, of course, I believe.
Yeah, so like Hitomi, definitely that Hitomi was in the car.
Yeah.
What else? Coco. There's a song called Bling, which is not out yet. Soon to be out. That song was in the car. I don't know if you guys have you guys heard Bling?
Bling.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
Yeah, I think so. I
before.
heard it before. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, man. Like another thing I want to ask is, music. Being part of those music videos, man. Of course, the music videos are amazing for numerous reasons. Of course, how's it like being in all those music videos, man? How do you feel about the process, being involved in it?
It's fun, to be honest. Like just coming up with a whole music video, putting a team together, from planning like your wardrobe to your scenes.
Yeah.
I think like I really enjoy like being part of like the creating process, like planning it.
It's like a joy.
Yeah.
So when mass music's, when you guys do a music video, who's usually come up with the idea, or everyone just throw in the idea into a pot or something like that?
I feel like everyone contributes to the ideas, but James, he's our boy. He shoots all our videos. Check him out.
Shout out.
Caught a lot of visuals. He basically comes up with like the main concept video, or like how he's gonna shoot it, and he handles all the shooting and the editing. Yeah, so shout out to James. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean like one of the really best parts about mass music is definitely the music videos, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
guys haven't checked it out yet, you should really check out the music videos, because they're just it's eye candy, candy to the eye. So
It's
sweet.
not even eye candy. If you say sweet, it's a cake.
It's a cake
It's
again.
a goddamn cake. Yeah, I told you. I'm gonna use that as a
But
compliment.
you said that's for layers, man.
Yo, it's just like the music videos. Songs are part of the layers.
Okay, you're right.
The colors are part of the
You're right. You're right.
layers.
Well said,
You don't
well
see
said.
just like a chocolate cake's just chocolate,
True,
pure
true,
chocolate.
true. So Axel, one of your most viewed songs on YouTube, I believe, is NOIR.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I want to ask, man. You know, how does it feel like to reach those numbers? That to have 1 million people listen to you sing. How's the feeling?
Wow, Noir. That song was special. It was really special
Oh.
for me. It was a good feeling. I think everyone who worked on the song believed in the song and knew that people would resonate to it because it was like really, it was real.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, that was definitely an experience, you know, working on the song. It took us 3 days to record the song.
Ah.
Back and forth with the K-Click boys, them like flying into KL just for like 20 minutes studio session and then going off for a show. And that was the first song that, for me personally, I've released with my vocals on it.
Oh, that's your first song.
Yeah,
Okay.
with my vocals on it. So that was like, yeah, that song's special. So I always think of it as like my first song.
Oh, wow. Man, to have your first song with your vocals have 1 million views, man, there must be some like morale boost after that.
Definitely.
Of course.
Definitely, yeah. But
Such a dope voice.
Yeah, man.
everybody contributed to the project. So shout out to Ming, Midnight, K-Click, and you know everyone who did the video as well.
Major players.
Guys.
And speaking of people that you worked with before, you know, how was it like working with Sona One?
Oh, okay. So no one is my big bro.
Oh, big bro.
Yeah, so he's taught me a lot in terms of like how to use my voice, how to produce beats. And working with him is hella fun. He is super hilarious. He's crack. He's damn crack, and I think
Damn
that's what's good about him. Like he just, you know, does things his own way and doesn't really give two shits about, you know, how things are supposed to be done.
True. He's a true OG, man.
Yeah.
Of course. So no one, dude.
The first song I heard before is like, you know, Firefly, man, and I don't know, I just feel like he set like the standard of Malaysian English songs. I don't know, I just feel that way. And what do you think about that?
It's definitely one of Malaysia's best English songs.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, another thing is like this whole, you know, it's the pandemic season right now, and quarantine is something a lot of people are facing, not only in Malaysia but even overseas as well. And how does it affect you? Is there like any difference like the way you work now versus the way you work like you know, before the quarantine?
So before the quarantine, we used to go to the studio and work. But then when the quarantine happened, we basically took the equipment from the studio, brought it back home, and worked from home. Everything was online. We had like Zoom calls and we, you know, email each other, or like when we can, we go to each other's houses.
It's cool.
We're not supposed to do that, but yeah.
Yeah, so like
Yeah, and we like share the equipment because you know we only had like 2 interfaces and 2 mics, and there's like 5 of us. Just,
Yeah, so it's like sharing
we
all
had
the
to share
platforms.
everything. Yeah.
is it from the studio or?
It's some of them from the studio, some of them belong to other members.
I see. So like another thing is like, you know, how do you think that this pandemic has affected like the music industry? You know, I've seen people starting to do like a lot of videos from home, like okay, collaborations are now done, like, you know, as in terms of video wise, they record themselves and, you know, they stitch it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So like, do you think it affects the industry in, you know, perhaps other ways as well?
Yeah, I think it does. It encourages a lot of people to, you know, do things at home, and they actually don't need like a high-end studio equipment to like record, or like a good camera to like shoot a video. You don't need like a budget to like, you know, get a nice set and stuff. If you're creative enough, you can do it at home. And the quarantine has definitely made people more receptive to these kind of things, you know.
Cool.
Yeah, like they're more receptive to like online stuff. I feel like people are more aware to it, especially like even the elder generation. Like now they have reason to learn about technology, because some of them they still don't.
They're like forced to.
Yeah.
The pandemic.
But it's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
Like
It's like a pros of
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
How about cons?
Cons about the pandemic.
Yeah.
I would definitely say maybe shows like for like DJs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Or like
all those like
club
live
club
performances.
owners, yeah. Maybe even like the tourism industry, because I have friends and relatives.
Have you watched like the recent episodes of Best Malaysian Playlist? You know, the last Kopi Talk as well. You know, the reason why I started all of these shows to begin with is again, it goes back to when you listen to these songs that are coming out from our own tanah air, from Malaysian people, of course. It just makes you go like, wow, damn, this is from Malaysia again. So like, I always have this a vision or a dream that I want to build a community of Malaysians whereby we can collaborate together. It doesn't necessarily have to be like artists. Like me, I'm no singer or producer in sense of making songs, but what I'm good at is I'm a talk show host. I can do videos. I do commercials and stuff. So we're building that community whereby everyone can support one another. And do you feel like this community is sort of like not saying it's not there, but I think so it needs to be more broadened. What's your thoughts on that, man? So Axel, have you listened to the past episodes of Kopi Talk, Best Malaysian Playlist, of course with your boy Midnight? Have you watched it? Yeah. So the reason why I started all these shows to begin with is it goes back to songs like Firefly. That was one of the first ones that I heard that just made you go, wow, this is from Malaysia. We got people that can sing like this. True. Like an international standard sort of. That's what I feel. And you come to forward to 2020, and we got like so many amazing songs that we've just covered in like the past 2 episodes. So I always had this sort of a vision whereby I always wanted to form a community, where we can support one another. Like what we do is like, okay, I'm a producer, I make videos, and I don't necessarily make songs, but how I can contribute to the community is by making shows like this, to basically shine a light on the artist. So do you think that prior to this there's perhaps something lacking within this sort of community perhaps? Because I see communities but they're all separated.
Right, yeah, that's true. I feel like everyone has their own community and it's kind of separated. And if we unite, then we can achieve so much more. And it's great, like what you guys are doing, shining a light on us, to like tell about stories and what we do and stuff. Like that's also part of like educating the community.
True.
And as artists, it's also our job to educate the community on what's new with music and what's next. Because it's a evolving thing.
It's like we are like messenger for music.
Right.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
It's like, because undoubtedly we have people that are aspiring artists, people that perhaps look up to you guys. Your stories that you tell will of course inevitably have some sort of like a domino effect, whereby one person inspires another and the change just keeps on going, man. Like perhaps maybe to the aspiring artists out there, what would your advice be to them?
My advice to you guys is to definitely work on your craft, like spend time in your music, and don't think too much about it. Like go with your feel and just put stuff out. For that would be my best advice, to just put stuff out.
In terms of like overcoming, like you said one of your challenges was you make beats, but you were always not confident about your voice. At the beginning. So like what are the steps, or how did you overcome that?
I feel like I said earlier, the Mass Music Boys helped me a lot, and how they helped me was by giving me confidence, telling me that sounds dope, and guiding me and getting me into the booth to like sing in the first place. I felt like everyone has their own journey that they have to go through, and that was mine. Like just finding my sound and being confident in my voice, if I would say that, because it's kind of difficult for me to like record something and then listen to my voice. Sometimes it sounds like, what, that's actually how I sound like.
Like you feel cringy sometimes.
Yeah. So that's definitely something I had to get used to. So in that process of getting used to, like I doubted myself. It's something I had to go through, and now I feel like I have overcome it, found my sound, and
True, because this doesn't just go to music alone. A lot of people out there that I've spoken to, friends of mine, a lot of them have great ideas, for perhaps they even have great talents like singing, but unlike Brandon, they never ever had the confidence, or they were always waiting to be perfect to start. So I felt that it's something that a lot of people, you should just put, like, what's your advice, what's your thoughts on it, like, should you wait to be perfect, or is there like a certain point where you should be starting to put out music?
Personally, I feel like you will never be truly ready for anything or like or any opportunity. Like
Very true.
you gotta create the opportunity for yourself.
Oh, true.
Yes, create the opportunity.
Yeah. So if you don't put stuff out, like no one's gonna hear them, and when you put stuff out, at that point you're only gonna get better in the future.
True.
And people, as they listen to you, they will see like that, you know, you're getting better, and like that's a sort of growth, and it's kind of relatable. I don't know, for me, like that's why like the artists that I looked up to, I love like following them since like the start, because you see this like humanness in them, if that's how I want to put it.
Right.
Like, because when you look at an artist like at the start, like sometimes they're like a god, you know, like they're not even like human. So true. Like following their story like kind of makes them a bit more relatable to a sense.
They're human, but just like you.
Yeah.
In terms of like artists that inspire you, you know, could you maybe name a few that, you know, got you inspired?
Like in Malaysia or
Anywhere,
in general?
overseas also can.
Oh my god, I'm gonna sound so bad for this, but Drake, definitely Drake.
No man, Drake's
No,
good.
Drake is
bro.
lit.
Yeah, he's good, but that's like the answer. Everyone's gonna be like,
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Aside from Drake, anyone else, man?
People that I listen to right now, I feel like Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of Tory Lanez now. I feel like he is
You like the vibe.
one of the best in the game. Yeah, like dude, that dude can sing, that dude can write,
Right.
he can dance. His lives are like crazy. Go watch his videos.
Axel, perhaps this is the last question for today, and you know, everything that's going on in the States, you know, with the protests and with the death of George Floyd, you know, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I think it's kind of crazy that like, you know, that racism has come out to this level. Like, it should be something that has been forgotten a long time ago.
Right?
Doesn't benefit anyone. But I'm glad that people are like waking up to the situation. I mean, it's kind of bad, like what's happening right in the States.
Yes.
Yeah, can't deny that. But the people are definitely angry, and they have reason to be angry.
Yep.
And I feel like the superiors or the people with power are not really using their power the right way. So
Right.
yeah.
So like and this is something that perhaps people don't notice, but you know, Malaysia memang aman damai lah. So it's really great that our country is you know, even though we have so many different races out there, that we still live in a very harmonious country. I mean, look at mass music, man. I know they pretty much are pretty one Malaysia.
Yeah.
You know, they collaborate with a lot of different
Different
artists
ethnics.
from different backgrounds, different ethnicities, and you know, that to me is beautiful. You know,
Yes.
and I really love the, you know, just like our food. If you notice that there's a lot of blending of cultures within the taste of our food. You know, do you see that sort of blending of taste in the music that we produce, the uniqueness of Malaysian music?
Oh, definitely. Everyone has their own influence, and by collaborating, you bring a new essence to the table. So when you guys cook, something new comes out.
True.
Yeah.
And so there's so many amazing songs, and you know, we're gonna end the Kopi Talk podcast right now, but that doesn't mean we're gonna stop right here. Make sure you check out, you know, the next show, which is Best Malaysian Playlist, to listen to all the songs that we're gonna mention. All right, guys. So thanks, Axel, for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Yeah, thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
man.